Hey Gemini, welcome back to Peony Lore, where we help you to find the beauty in all things. This is going to be for the week of the 7th through the 13th for all Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Please forgive, I had to dump the contents of my computer and basically start over from scratch and was not able to recover the videos that I already did for last week. We're just going to move forward because sometimes it bees that way. So we're going to lay down 7 cards for this week. We are going to clarify. We are going to pull in a sacred geometry card here in just a moment, and then make sure that you stick around towards the end because I will have the placements with additional messages. So Gemini Sun, Gemini Rising, and Gemini Moon will get additional messages at the end, and it will include the Ask Angels, so you will have an opportunity to pause the video if you want and ask your angels a direct question. Now, I am open for bookings. I take bookings. That's what I do. This is my gig. So in the description box below, you will find the opportunities to book a personal session with me if you would like to be able to do that. You can also like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already to the channel. It helps me to grow. I'm looking forward to expanding my channel this year. I am grateful for all of the folks that have subscribed with me and continue to come back every single week. And I'm grateful for all the new ones as well. All right. Gemini, first and foremost, you guys are all up in this reading this week as far as the energy. We have Taurus Monday and Tuesday. They're just coming out of their ending of the week from last week, and then we actually go into the Gemini Moon on Tuesday. So the Gemini Moon will support you guys on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday before lunchtime when the moon sign changes into the sign of Cancer. And of course, Cancer will be there Friday, Saturday, and some of Sunday. In the late afternoon, we will move into the moon sign of Leo. So if you have any of those placements in your chart, please make sure that you are taking a look at those readings as well. They could be very supportive with you. I've always encouraged people to look at your sun, your moon, and your rising anyway, to get the full picture when you are taking part in these general readings, okay? Let's see. Wow, they are cramming out of here right now. Here we go. And we have the Strength card. Wow. Okay, so this is going to be an interesting week. We do have a couple of other cards that came out. Let me figure out where they are supposed to go here. Well, you get both of them on Sunday, and I want you to see how impactful this is. The Ten of Swords and then the Ace of Swords right after each other here on Sunday. So, wow. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. Well, definitely I see a lot of recovery coming out of this particular week. I see a lot of recovery and healing. For me, I'm definitely getting relationship out of this one. For sure. I'm getting a lot of relationship out of this one. Now, this may not resonate with everyone, so you're going to have to take what resonates and then leave what doesn't. But for me, this is like someone is recovering from some challenges with a relationship. Now, relationship doesn't always have to be a marriage or a situation like that. It could be a business partner or something else, but there's definitely some healing that is taking place in and based on a relationship shift. All right, my friends, the sacred geometry card that we have here is the Surrender card. You have to release resistance and control. Okay, you've got to release resistance and control, and I want to call your attention to the fact that this is the energy of 10. Okay, which is what we've got down here on Sunday. You've got to release the energy here. Also 7 and 3. So absolutely all over the place here. You've got to be able to release. It's kind of like let go and let God, if you will. Okay. Literally, you can kind of see the cross if you want to take it down to that level. But you've got to let go. You can't do one more thing at this moment. All right, Gemini. Let's see what else we have for you. I'm going to pull an angel therapy card as a piece of advice for you for this particular week, and let's see what they have to say. All right. Hey, well, for some of you, you've got 2 cards. The first thing that they're saying is, first and foremost, you are very clairvoyant. You can already see what's going on before it actually takes place. And this is actually going to help you because you need to be able to trust in that. You need to let go. You need to let yourself go and believe in the different energy that you have. But it's also important for you, in order to use that energy, to clear yourself, so you can call on the angels to help you release any toxic energies that you have absorbed. And you are already doing that. You're already clairvoyant enough to know that something may not have been quite right. But let's go ahead and get into the details with this. If I can get this frou-frou in here. There we go. There we go. Now you can see all the different details that are there. Okay. This is for our Gemini. Let's go ahead and see what we've got. Okay, so I already told you about the placements of the moon, which is very, very important. The moon is what determines our emotions in a situation. So if you don't know your sun, moon, or rising, you should probably find that out. But let's just go ahead and jump into it. I guess I'm assuming I'm talking to a Gemini sun. If you're on my channel, you probably already know. But anyway, I got to give it to you guys, because this week, when we get into this energy of Gemini here, you do have a leg up. You do have a leg up. I do see that the Gemini energy that's kind of in here, as far as the placement of the astrology, the days the planets are in alignment on these days, makes sense to me. But let's go ahead and hit this Taurus information. The moon in Taurus on Monday. Well, we got the Three of Swords, but it's in the reverse position. So that is definitely healing from something that was heartbreaking, annoying to the nth degree, something that a timing of a situation would have been maybe about 3 weeks ago, potentially. The Ace of Wands in the reverse position is we are not moving forward, okay? But, I mean, taking action, but at least with the Eight of Swords in the reverse position, we are at least not feeling stuck anymore. And that in itself is fabulous. Having our mental clarity and our wits about us is very, very important when we're going through a healing type of a position. And that's what you're doing. There's no bones about it. Then, yeah, we got the Justice card in the reverse position. So not necessarily that you were dealing with a Libra, but you very likely could be dealing with a Libra. I'm just going to put these up a little bit further so that I can get the additional cards in here into proper view. But you're healing from something because it was not a justified situation for you at all. Not even one little bit. The Ace of Wands, yeah, just no momentum to move forward, no energy, no oomph, no pow, no go, right? Let's go into this Tuesday energy with the Emperor. Now, Tuesday is a very important day for a few of the different signs to take advantage of the 9:30 a.m. position, where we have this moon in Taurus that trines with Pluto in Capricorn. So obviously Pluto driven people are going to be Scorpio. Obviously we just said Capricorn. We also are talking about Taurus, very specifically, that's in this reading. So I just want to make sure that you're getting an opportunity to understand that one, because when the Emperor Aries is in the reverse position, we do not have organization or control over something in the long run. So if you want to be dealing and doing business with any of those other folks, and this is technically a good day for a lot of people, but because we have so many trines that are happening, Mars, Venus, and Mercury are all still in the sign of Aquarius, which is expansive energy, moving forward with love, even if it's self-love, moving forward with communication, and moving forward with assertion in different pieces and parts. Like, where are we examining that? Okay, let's go ahead and get the clarifiers on the Emperor for our Gemini, please. I can feel there's a lot that wants to come out. Here we go. First card out is the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse position. So yeah, not feeling solid when it comes to well, Wheel of Fortune doesn't always just have to do with physical money. I mean, very often it is, but it doesn't always have to be. It could be just our fortunate or unfortunate series of circumstances that are befalling us, right? So we got to make sure that we put that out there. So we feel like we missed a boat. We feel like we missed an opportunity potentially, but whenever the Wheel of Fortune presents in the reverse position, it always turns. It will always turn back around, okay? What we have here in the sideways position, I knew he was going to pop out here, guys. We have the Capricorn, we have the Devil card, the major arcana for Capricorn himself. So, you know, because it's presenting in the sideways position, we're at this point, we're examining, we're evaluating what's been going on. Now, the Devil in its best is a lot of duty and perseverance, which pops in, which is the energy that's popping in on this day with the conjunction, or not conjunction, excuse me, with the placement of Pluto in Capricorn. So Pluto, we know, is the planet of change, aka the death card, Scorpio, and where we are at with our level of duty and perseverance in that change. So we are at the position of making that change. We are not all the way there yet. There's something else that still needs to be considered, and that is what it looks like is going on for you, Gemini, okay? Again, you could be dealing with an Aries. You could also be dealing with the Capricorn, just putting all the signs out there. And of course, we also have Taurus. Yep. The energy of the universe is saying, let's put a little effort into realizing that we have some worth and some value here. The Sun card is the best card that's in the deck. You guys already know that. So let's just continue to move forward, because I think as you're evaluating this, it naturally runs itself into Wednesday. There it is. Star card in the sideways position. That's the Aquarius energy. So you could be at the position where you're realizing that you just dodged a major bullet here. And you're like, oh, phew. Okay, now I got to take some time and I got to sit there and think about the next thing that I would like to be able to have done, right? And so that to me is a really good opportunity to actually go in and surrender to the universe here. Universe, I just went through a bunch of stuff. I'm happy that I was able to escape out of that particular situation. Let's talk about what's going on here. More major arcana. You've got the Leo major arcana with the Strength in the reverse position and the Four of Wands in the reverse position. You guys, we got some connection that's going to be happening here on Saturday with that. So listen, when the Strength card is in the reverse position, it really is talking about the fact that someone is not well. Maybe someone's getting over a sickness, an illness, one of those different types of things. But it is definitely saying that attention needs to be put on a physical body. The other thing that I want to point out here with the Sun is that even though the Sun is a very happy card, when I see this kind of situation that's going on here like this, what it's saying is that there's a very strong potential for somebody to burn out. It doesn't even have to be in the reverse position with the way that I'm seeing it placed here. So that's just a heads up. And if it's not you, there's someone that you're dealing with in your household or your business, okay, that we have to watch out for that energy on that day. I'm just saying, give yourself an opportunity to take another look at your health. When we get into the energy for sure on Thursday, now for sure we're evaluating something. We've got the Seven of Pentacles. We're 100% evaluating. Now, it could be money. It could be resources. Let's just change the word to resources. How much energy are you putting into something? Is it time, money? Is it expense? Is it something else? Something got to go, and that's what's happening. You're evaluating it, and you're realizing that something had to go. And so if something dropped, if you had to drop something because something was not for you, because something was toxic, if your household was toxic, those types of things, and you're getting yourself to a position where you're realizing you can move forward, you had to drop something. Now you're forced, obviously, to evaluate what your next steps are going to be. And there she is. There's the Empress. So that's also Libra or Taurus energy, but the Venus energy that's coming in here is wanting to make sure that you are not going too fast. I'm getting ahead of myself here only because I'm reading the rest of the details that are here. But when the Empress is in the upright position, she is in her zone, man. She knows what's going on. She is waiting for the beautiful things to show up to her that she's manifested. When it's in the reverse position, she's chasing something, and that's not necessarily the right energy to have, right? So let's see what else we have with that. Yep, there it is. This is going to be a full circle type of a reading this particular week, because there's some sort of an acceptance that's getting ready to come through for you about what that is. Now, if you are realizing that you're dropping, and you do the right thing by dropping a negative relationship or a business partnership, or anything that wasn't serving you, okay, let's take the relationship out of it. You're already going through the healing process. Give yourself some time to think about what that is, okay? And that explains to me why the Ace of Swords is in the reverse position, clarifying this Empress, because you just went through a bunch of stuff, and you're evaluating, so you don't have all of the details available to you to make the next step logically, but you are making some decisions, you're reviewing details, but you're tired, okay? And I see this going backwards, 10, 9, then it would be the 8, the 7. You are tired, and it's okay to be tired. This is explaining to me what's going on here with the Strength card again in the reverse position, like you could be coming out of an illness. But where we had some hesitancy, we're at least now starting the baby steps of trying to move forward here with this 9 of Wands when we get to the energy of Friday. So Friday, we're 100% all up, all in with the Cancer energy. The big thing that comes into play on this particular day is this big square with Chiron and Aries. We've talked about that a lot, because that's asking us to own our personal level of commitment in a situation so that we can be ready to move forward the way that we need to. Yep, something didn't happen the way that we wanted it. We didn't get the apology. We didn't get the new cup of love. We didn't get the new opportunity that we wanted. If this was a business or something else like that, you know, hey, there's different opportunities that always come around the corner. But let's see what else we have on this page of cups. Yep, there's the communication I knew was going to happen in the reverse order. You are coming out of this situation right now, okay? You're coming out of this. You're realizing now what needs to change. This is also an indicator that you still need to be taking some things in a slow manner. It's the Chariot card in the Minor Arcana version. So here, let's move back up to the Strength card that we have here on Saturday. Okay, so the Strength card here on Saturday. Got a lot of water in the charts on this particular. What? You can't even make this up, universe. Yeah, there we go. Sideways. Before you do anything, right? Baby Chariot, Major Chariot. Before you do anything, please make sure that you're taking control of your health, your rest, if you need it, mental, physical, spiritual. Because that's always what it is that you're going to have. You're always going to be with you. With it being in the sideways position, we are really needing to just pull them ponies back a nub before we take a decision before we take the next step. So the universe is naturally giving you a break between this and moving forward, which is what's happening on Sunday. Let's see what we have here underneath the Chariot, please. Ooh, the love of lovers, Gemini. And then we have two other cards that are coming out. So let's see what we've got. Removing ourselves or getting out of conflict with this Five of Wands in the reverse position. Okay. So you're releasing yourself from the energy of conflict, from debate, from arguing, from competition, those different types of things. And then we also have the energy of the Hermit that is sitting here. So that's Virgo's major arcana. It doesn't have to be Virgo. It doesn't have to be a Gemini. It doesn't even have to be a Cancer that we're dealing with when we're talking about the cards here as far as the placements. I just want to make sure that I put those out there for people that are really super heavy into their charts. But when we get into the energy of what the Hermit is all about, it's again, this is literally the surrender combination that's right here. Again, it's like stop fighting and let's go in, let's have conversation with Spirit on this day so that we can understand what it is that we need to do. The Gemini energy here, the lovers, again, could be dealing with a lover, could be dealing with a business partner, but it is talking about making strong, solid decisions. So if you'll slow down so that you can make the next series of decisions, you will realize that you're going to have to give up the conflict, the energy of the fight that's in here just a little bit and go within. When we get to the energy of Sunday, we have successfully done that because now we have buried and we've killed it. Done, dead, over with. But there is the sun rising in the back of the plane here, okay? You could not have done one more thing in this situation with the Ten of Swords in the upright position. There wasn't anything else for you to do. There's literally nothing else for you to do. But every time you have a 10, you start over and you immediately get the Ace of Swords. You immediately get the clarity and the conversation that it is that you need to have moving forward. I love this extra bonus card showing up in its natural placement there. So the first card that we have out to clarify you, there it is. We have the World card. The World card is talking about ending of old cycles and beginnings of new cycles. It's beautiful, literally. Okay, then we have the Knight of Cups. So we're not necessarily seeing ourselves receive the energy of the White Knight. No one's coming in to save us at this particular minute. You're not receiving an apology. There's no detail. There's no package being delivered on this particular day with that, okay? No one is popping in, and that's okay. We have the Emperor. So for me, this is confirming for me, for some of you, that you were dealing with an Aries. You were dealing with a hothead. The energy of the Aries Emperor in the reverse position is someone that's a little bit out of control, like a little. a lot of out of control energy, very aggressive energy to the nth degree. You're not going to get the apology. It's time to just move forward, and now you have the clarity to deal with that. So let's talk about this Ace of Swords, because the Ace of Swords is beautiful. It's a gift from the universe, okay? It's electric. You can, and you have to realize that the Ace of Swords is a double-edged sword, okay? You can be very, very smooth and chop something off with a lot of precision, or you can be stabby with something, right? You got to choose, and you got to choose wisely. I'm going to take 1 or 2 cards on the Ace of Swords. All right. What we have is, I'm done. That's it. We don't have nothing else to say. This is done. This is literally what I was talking about for this whole reading. You have gotten to the point where you've said to someone, I'm done. I'm not doing this. I'm healing from this. I'm moving on. I'm out of here. Sayonara. Have a good life. Have a good contract. I quit. Whatever the situation is, you're absolutely done. You are surrendering to the universe. You know some information, and the only requirement is to clear your energy from this old stank that's over here so that you can now move forward. I can't wait to see what happens in your reading for next week, because this is a big step that you're taking this particular week. All right, now we're going to go actually into the placements. So if you have a question that you want to ask the angels, I am going to be using the Ask Angels deck here in just a little bit. So we're going to do the Gemini Sun position first. We're going to use the Black Moon Astrology, a Numerology card, and then the Ask Angels, and then I'll move forward with the rest of the placements, okay? All right, universe, this is for our Gemini Sun. Gemini Sun. Oh, the Capricorn I use. Capricorn, the biggest energy for you this particular week is making the decision to release yourself fully from the energy of this Capricorn, or the energy of this devilish energy, because what they are attributing it to here is the energy of use, right? I use energy that pops up with Capricorn. At their best, they are persevere, right? They just got that let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. But if someone is in the alternate energy of that, they take it to the nth degree, they're not always considering other people in the situations, okay? So let's move forward with your numerology and see how that supports it. Well, we have the domestic harmony, and we also have the creativity card that wanted to come out. So for some of you, this very much could be a lover. It doesn't have to be, because the domestic harmony doesn't always just mean home. It could mean work as well. You need to be in a place where you're spending the most amount of time. There should be some harmonious vibes. And so the wording that they're saying here with creativity is, you know, maybe there's no more creativity that's in this environment. You've done literally all the things that you can do. You've done it all. You've run the gamut. Okay, you do not have a happy situation that's going on here, but at least now you know it, and now you can start creating the situation where you can start planting new seeds with the universe. Let's go ahead and put in your Ask Angels card. Ooh, that was fast. Thank you. Now you have 2 cards. This is interesting to me. One of them is that there is a potential for a peaceful resolution, and then someone was asking the question and the answer was yes. So I want to make sure that you guys see both of those cards there. That is for the Gemini Sun, okay? Now we're going to move these, and we're going to go into the Gemini Rising, Gemini Ascendant. Here we go. Oh, that was super fast. Thank you, universe. So the central energy, or the day that's going to be a very important day for you, is going to be this energy of Monday, the Libra energy, the I balance energy. Something was completely out of balance, which is why you're going through this healing process in the first place. You're realizing that, you're healing from that. It starts at the beginning and the end. This whole thing weaves right into this whole energy for you. Let's go into your numerology card, and let's see what else we have. They're telling me to remind you that justice is in the reverse position, and so is the Empress, because the Empress governs Libra and Taurus. And so, you know. The other thing that we have here for some of you, which is going to be very, very interesting, is it will talk about spiritual careers. Some of you guys, because of your clairvoyancy, could be removing yourselves from a muggle job and moving into a position, or realizing that you are worthy of doing something to support and help other people. And so if this is kind of what's going on, if you're stuck with this whole 3D type of a situation, there's a lot of consideration in here for you to start considering what could be a spiritual career. Now, not all of you that's going to resonate that way, but all of you can take your version of what is spiritual in nature to you and go within and ask for support. So maybe it's a healing you need to get, acupuncture, massage, maybe something else. This is just pointing you to the fact that part of your spirit, your spiritual needs need to be taken care of this week. And again, I've talked about health a couple of different times, mental health, physical health, spiritual health as well. Okay, now let's go into your Ask Angels card for our Gemini ascendant / rising. Here we go. And there it is. The card says it's up to you. The card says you need to take action, and the card says you need to ask help from others. So literally, they're saying take care of yourself here. You're not in balance. The situation is not balanced. Let's get your chakras in alignment. Let's get you all shiny. You need to take the action to do this, though. So the universe is literally encouraging you to take steps in order to make that happen for yourself, okay? Now let's move into the energy of our Gemini moon sign. Here we go. Oh, that was super fast. Thank you, universe. Woo, wind twisting. Okay, so what we have here is the 11th house in the reverse position. Also, the Friends card is kind of what it is that they're titling it. This is someone that you should have union with, someone that you're very, very tight in energy with. And what I have to tell you is that you're not getting it here. The Three of Cups, this would represent the Three of Cups, but it's in the reverse position. So I'm going to tell you two things. This is literally for me the entire reading of the week. If you had a partner, if you had a friend that maybe did you dirty, that maybe did you wrong, that could be a part of the situation. Or you also need to think about your level of friendship in the situation as well. Because the Five of Cups in the reverse position is talking about the fact that you have come to terms with, you have accepted that Three of the Cups were maybe not accurate, turned over. Maybe you weren't the good friend. Maybe you needed to take those 2 cups that are left in order to heal the situation and move on. I'm just saying, okay? Examine your portion of the situation. That is a lot of what Chiron and Aries is talking about here, okay? Let's go to your numerology card for our Gemini moon. And we also have love partnership that is popping up into your reading. So love partnership, again, friends, could be lovers that we're talking about here. I would hope that if you have a business partnership that you have some love for your partner. But at the end of the day, there is something that must change with regards to your partnership, love partnership, the whole 9 yards. The universe is saying you got to change this, okay? Now let's go in with your Angels card to wrap this up for our Gemini moon. There it is. Communicate clearly. You have things that need to be said, say them, but communicate clearly. Think about what it is that you want to say, especially if you're trying to do some sort of a reconciliation, especially if you're trying to move into a different direction, especially if you said some not kind words and you're trying to be clear in your thoughts and you realize that you've got to make this change. Just communicate clearly. Whatever step it is that you have to take this week, communicate clearly and take your time doing it and make sure that you are being healthy whilst you are doing that part of the situation, okay? So that is what I have for you, Gemini. Thank you so much for tuning back in. We will see you next time. Many blessings. Bye for now.